Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about loneliness when dating. I've noticed that when a lot of people are single and they put themselves out there into the dating world, it's easy for people to develop feelings of loneliness because, especially in today's world, dating feels weird. It feels different. Like, I can even tell you from when I was in high school till now, things have changed immensely in the dating world, and things were way easier back when I was in high school. And a large part of the problem is due to online dating and the way that it's kind of shifted culture and the way that it's shifted people's opinions or perspectives or mindsets pretty much surrounding dating. And with that, dating is just more of a chore now than it probably ever has been in the past. So now, because of that difficulty in dating, the difficulty in finding someone who's actually a good partner for you, a lot of people feel lonely. And I actually even wanted to make this video because I've noticed that it's happening to people in my own life, people I care about. One of which being, well, actually two of the people are really close to me. And I just felt I needed to make a video on this because I'm seeing them make probably not the best decisions due to their loneliness. So I want to help as many people out there as possible with this, because if there's one thing I've learned in my own life when it comes to dating, it's the value of being able to enjoy your own company, to be happy on your own before you jump into a relationship. I would almost even say it's worthwhile to be happy on your own before you even throw yourself out there into the dating world. But I get that that's not quite realistic for everyone, so I wouldn't make that a checkbox that you need to mark off before you start dating. I get that it's something that many people will be working on for quite some time. But it is something you should prioritize, because the more you can enjoy your own company, it has another added benefit. Besides making you a better partner in relationships, it also makes it so you feel lonely way less often. And the reason why is because now you're going to enjoy the company of the person you spend the most time with, yourself. And that's powerful. That's a great place to be. So many people feel lonely rather easily because they don't enjoy their own company. And this is something most people don't even realize consciously. It's like a subconscious thing. But if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and wink at yourself and make yourself smile and laugh, then odds are you probably aren't quite on a super high level of self-love, of being able to enjoy your own company. Because when you can get to that place, you can amuse yourself even when you don't have much going on. I could literally just sit in this area, be looking at the ocean and enjoy myself, doing nothing but just observing nature. When you can enjoy your own company to that degree where you don't even need to be doing anything super entertaining and you enjoy being by yourself, it's powerful. Because then, using the example of me sitting here, I wouldn't actually feel lonely, even though, of course, I'm by myself, but I wouldn't feel lonely because that loneliness tends to come from you not enjoying or feeling like you don't connect with the people that you're with. And people don't often realize that that can include yourself, and actually it does. So often when people feel lonely, it's because they don't enjoy their own company. So work on this first and foremost, and the way that you can is just by getting comfortable doing things that you like, that you enjoy on your own, not always waiting for other people to accompany you, because then you're kind of postponing your happiness or even outsourcing it in a way. You're outsourcing it to other people. You need them around for you to be happy. You need to have people with you to go drinking or bowling or hikes or whatever it may be. But if you really enjoy those things, do them on your own. Why do you need people to be with you just so you can have fun by yourself? That doesn't make much sense, especially because you'll be going through your entire life in your own company. So it only sounds right that you should like doing the things that you enjoy, even if it means doing them on your own. Because otherwise, you're never going to be happy, because you won't always have other people with you. Your friends won't always be available, your family, the same for them, and you won't always have a romantic partner in your life. For anyone who's watching this and is single, we know that, right? I'm single myself. I don't have a woman in my life to accompany me on the things that I want to do, but I don't need one either. I can do them on my own and be happy. And this is what all of you should be working on. So along with being comfortable doing things you enjoy by yourself, also just work on being able to accept yourself as you are, and being able to like yourself as you are. That's incredibly powerful. And yet again, it will help with that loneliness because it's going to make you actually like being by yourself because you're going to like who you are. So it's a powerful thing. And this is more of a mindset thing, of course. Like, you just need to work on, one, getting to know yourself, because that's a prerequisite for liking yourself, right? The more you know yourself, you're going to know what special qualities or character traits you have that are even worth liking. You'll know what you bring to the table. But two, that's just part of getting to know anyone, right? Like, before, when you're dating someone, you don't really know them all that well at first, but the more that you get to know them, you're naturally going to start to like them more if you have things in common and whatnot, because they're going to become familiar to you. So you kind of need to do that with yourself in a way. So take the time to know yourself first and foremost. But then once that you do, just start thinking about what qualities that you have that you like. What do you bring to the table that's valuable to other people? What do you admire about yourself? The more that you do that, you can get to a place where, one, you like yourself as you are, but then two, you can even take it a step further, and now you can begin loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, for being a human being, for having flaws and all. Like, I know that I'm not perfect. Like, I know that more than anyone else on this planet, but I don't beat myself up constantly for my flaws. Neither should you. Accept that you're a human being, that you're going to have flaws, you're not perfect, you're going to have insecurities. All of that is okay. Like, seriously, I don't know why we're often raised, I guess a lot of it's just bad parenting, but then bad teachers, and our societies kind of aren't set up to support this, but excuse me, many of us are kind of, it's like we get conditioned while growing up to not like aspects of ourselves that are completely normal. And it makes no freaking sense. I mean, maybe it's clever marketing. If we don't feel comfortable in our own skin, we're going to want to buy products that make us feel better. So maybe marketing is largely to blame for it. I mean, I'm sure that's part of the equation. But, I mean, we really should give ourselves more credit, or at least we should be more patient with ourselves, because all of us are human. Like, not being able to control your emotions 100% of the time, that's fine. That means you're human. Having insecurities, it's fine. It means you're human. Being a little too hard on yourself from time to time, that's fine. It means you're human. Just don't take that too far. Don't be hard on yourself 100% of the time, or even like over 50% of the time. That's not good. Overthinking from time to time, it's fine. It means you're human. See, like, there's no point in constantly beating yourself up for all of these things, and they hold you back from being able to like and accept yourself as you are. The more that you buy into these mentalities that you need to be perfect, you can't have any flaws whatsoever, you're a bad person if you overanalyze things, or if you've hurt anyone in the past, or if you do stupid things. No, none of that is true. You're just a human being. So all I'm trying to say pretty much is that being kinder to yourself will help you accept and like yourself as you are. So it all has to do with the way that you think. After, of course, you've worked on just enjoying your own company more by doing the things you like by yourself. When you put these two things together, it really helps reduce loneliness, because you're going to enjoy your own company, and you're always going to be in your own company. So if you enjoy being by yourself, you're really not going to feel lonely as often. Now, of course, it's not a panacea for loneliness. I mean, I still occasionally feel lonely from time to time, but I can tell you, it's really rare now. Like, we're talking days out of the year, not weeks. Like, it's probably even, now that I think about it, I probably feel lonely even less than a week out of the entire year. Like, in total, like less than 7 days out of the year is me feeling lonely from time to time. It's less than that. So you can get to that place as well, because I wasn't always this way, let me tell you. Especially in like middle school and high school, my God, was I lonely. Oh man, I wanted a girlfriend in my life more than anything. Like, I felt like I needed that to be alive, and so did a lot of my friends, which is probably why I felt that way, because we were probably rubbing off on each other with our ridiculous mindsets. But there you go, I wasn't always this way, so that's proof that you can get here yourself. Like, you aren't born being perfect and having a good mentality and loving and liking yourself as you are. That's something you need to work on, but you can get there. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys in this video. It's just, hopefully this is helpful for not feeling so lonely when you're going about dating, because it's just not going to do you any favors, and it can make you make some really bad decisions. Like, just to give you an example of what one of my friends is going through, they actually are dealing with a situation where their ex cheated on them and they were even considering getting back with their ex. And that's the kind of decision making that can happen if you don't want to be on your own, because you don't want to be lonely. Just work on loving and accepting yourself more, because it'll make it so that you don't go back to someone who completely disrespected you and has shown that they don't really care about your feelings and they don't care about hurting you, because you don't want to be running back to people like that. Like, believe me, I'm doing my best, as well as my other friends in that friend group. We're all rallying together to help my friend out in this situation, because yeah, we need to be there for him, because that's just not a good decision to make. But anyway, that's just some background for why I felt the need to make this video. But anyway, I truly hope that the tips in this video were helpful, and it's getting way too long, so I'm going to end it here. But if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci!